Good afternoon, everyone. This is another one of my mini videos. And this particular video is really interesting. We're going to talk about the upcoming fall semester and what are some of the things that we're going to be doing as we bring students onto our campus. Some will be coming from maybe remote locations, but many will be coming and having face-to-face classes. And so we're going to be trying to do things in such a way that we have a lot of flexibility. So we're going to be looking at some faculty will be recording through Zoom, some faculty doing pre-recordings. We want to make sure we can get content to our students so they continue irrespective of some challenges that we might have as we move forward in this kind of unusual situation with COVID. But enough from me. I have a special guest here. We all know Jill Sand. She's our Dean of Health Sciences. And Jill, why don't you tell us a little bit about some of what your faculty are doing? I think they're a little different and they've been able to practice because they've been actually teaching classes over the summer. Well, I guess others too, but in your case, some labs. And what are some of the unique things? I know we bought about 156 laptops for faculty, full-time faculty. We'll have some for part-time, but those laptops will give us lots of options. So all full-time faculty will have a laptop that they can use during this time. So tell us kind of what's going on in your division.
You bet. Well, we're excited to welcome students back. For health sciences, we have been in labs since the beginning of July. And so that's been really helpful to kind of see how can we do this better? How can we prepare for the fall? And so we are for sure abiding by and maintaining all of those safety practices of social distancing and wearing masks and washing hands and just creating clean, nice spaces for students as they return. But we also want to allow students to have an opportunity to choose how they would like to come to class. And so it may be, you may be a caregiver for a family member who is in the high-risk group or have young kids at home and you're just not quite ready to come back to class, but you like the face-to-face environment. So you can attend your class via Zoom for any of our health science classes and just attend on Zoom. Or you may want to do pre-recordings of classes, and that's an option for you, as well as you can come sit in a classroom. And so we really want the choice to be up to the student to attend the way they're able to, and also prepare for those times where one student or a whole class needs to pivot to potentially distance learning because of what's happening in our community, or maybe they've had an exposure. And so we really do want students to have an opportunity to stay connected to their class, to have that face-to-face experience, whether that's in the classroom or in Zoom with their classmates and instructors.
Thanks, Jill. One of the things that we track daily is what's happening with our enrollment. And we have been watching to see, and we want to make sure we're responsive. So if we see that there's students that are really wanting to take an online course and it becomes full, we're ready to add another online section and try to make it work for what format, and not only format, what time of day do the students want to take classes and with what format. And what we're seeing is what we typically see. More of our students really want that face-to-face experience. We certainly have a good number that want the web classes, but we're hearing a lot of students are very excited about coming back and having that face-to-face experience. It'll be a little different, but we offer, what we do is so important in terms of educating students, creating, I think about your division and many of the other divisions where the students go right into the workforce, and we can't slow down on that. So we've been working very closely with the health department, all of the health departments. We did recently receive approval or certainly positive confirmation that we're in alignment. They're excited about our plans. They think they're really following all of the directive health measures. So now what we want to do is, like you said, I think you said it really well, is we want to be super flexible. So if a student is taking it face-to-face and they're just not feeling that great, maybe they got a cold and they're not sure, so they decide we don't want them to miss a beat. Stay home, don't come in if you have symptoms. So they stay home, but yet they can Zoom in, they can watch the class, be part of the class, or maybe there's another option the faculty does. But I think that is real important. That's why we went out and tried to figure out how fast can we get laptops to help faculty do this? And I think we're actually, the IT folks are working really hard installing them right now with all the necessary software. And of course, we are using Zoom for a lot of things, and that's been a really useful tool. But we're also on Canvas, which is, I think, we switched last fall, and that's been really useful. What are you hearing from your faculty? Are they feeling prepared? And I know we have a lot of training that we are doing, and are they excited about the fall semester?
Yeah, I think we're seeing faculty be really excited. I think there is a level of apprehension, as there is it for most people, but have been so proud of our faculty in health sciences and also in other divisions that have really embraced this, are looking for solutions and ways to meet the needs of our students, to provide options for our students. And so my division's one of them that's in the process of getting their laptops, and that's exciting for them to have a device that is more flexible and allows them some options that they haven't had before. And they definitely are rising to the occasion. They're embracing it. I have a great group of faculty that I work with, and I'm just really proud of their flexibility, of their kind of spirit to just take things on and to work with what they have. And yeah, so we are looking forward to you students coming back. We definitely want to make this a good experience for you. We know spring was hard for some of you who chose face-to-face, and halfway through ended up in a kind of an online or distance environment. And so we've learned a lot of lessons from that, and we are growing in that. And so we hope as we move into fall, whether we need to pivot or not, that we're ready for you, and we are looking forward to seeing you, and we'll be welcoming you back.
Thank you, Jill. You know, as you know, I have a background in research, and I was in institutional research before I became a president. So I'm thinking about that background. I'm going to challenge your logic a little bit, if you don't mind, Dean Sand. And here's what I heard from you. Your faculty are really excited. Your students are really excited. And I totally believe that. That's true. But I think we would be challenged in understanding all of the reasons, because we have one massive confounding variable that we have to account for. And that is that unbelievably beautiful, modern facility that everyone sees, the 82,000 square foot health science facility. I'm guessing that while it's not going to be open day one, we'll start moving into it at some point during the fall. I think that might be confounding the excitement factor just a little bit. You think that's fair?
Yes, we are really excited to move into the new building. We'll be there in October. We hope to start some labs as we transition our labs there. And then for sure, full-time classes in January, as long as everything goes well. And so
I know the students are, I picked up a cup of Scooter's coffee earlier this afternoon. We have a Scooter's right outside of this building. And when I went in there, we had one of the workers, she said, she recognized me, and she said, "Are you the president of SEC?" And I said, "I am." She goes, "Well, I met you during one of the tours over on the 88 Mill campus." And she goes, "I am so excited about," she came here from somewhere to the north, but she was so excited about the new building. And she knew it wasn't opening, but it didn't matter. She says, "I just can't wait to get into it in January." And I said, "Well, you might be able to get into it at the end of the fall." But she said that was one of the main reasons she chose to come to SEC. She's trying to get some prereqs. She doesn't know which health science program she wants to go into, but she knows, she says, with a facility like that, I want to go in. I want to go in one of them for sure. So I think we're going to be getting, I think students are going to be so excited about having an opportunity to learn in a really an environment that's going to be cutting edge as it relates to your particular field. Anything else about preparations and what we're doing in terms of getting ready for the fall? You feeling pretty good, sounds like?
Yep, I think we are looking forward to it. We are doing everything we can. We're in constant conversation with the state health department. We are taking input and recommendations from them and other healthcare professionals, and we do want to do this safely as well as effectively and provide students the great experience that they are expecting from SCC.
So I have this now, I keep this around my neck. So that I always have my mask with me.
It's a mask holder. You need to market those and sell them.
Well, I think it's just an older lanyard that I found, but it works pretty well. Well, you've been great, Jill. Appreciate your leadership here at the college. You know, we want to make sure our leaders are really helping not only with the detailed planning, but helping with all the anxieties and the worries that go along with something like this. And I, you know, we've been putting a lot of information out there, and I think that's been very helpful for our faculty and our students so that they know what type of environment. And I think the students understand and are very excited that for them, a mask is a small price to pay to be able to come back and have those interactions and experiences that they've had in the past.
Yeah. I would say if a student is apprehensive, if you're concerned and you're kind of wondering, what does this look like for you? Come and meet with an advisor. We're meeting online and on Zoom as well as face-to-face. So if you have concerns, if you're not quite sure how this fits, what classes you can potentially take, please come and reach out to us. We have advisors that are happy to meet with you and work out a plan and make it so that you can comfortably attend classes and continue progressing towards your goals.
And I think we'd also want them, if they choose to, if they're curious about what exactly is going to happen in the classroom, ask your instructor. Well, what is the expectation in terms of what happens in the classroom? And we've sent out that messaging, but sometimes they may want to hear it directly from the faculty member. Well, thank you so much, Jill. You've been great as always. And I'm going to let you get back to your normal work day. How about that?
That sounds good. Thank you. We appreciate your leadership and you're fun to work with. So
thanks, Jill. Everybody have a great rest of your afternoon. We'll talk to everyone later.
Bye, everybody.